Okay, here we go. 3.
Okay, Cody. Cody, get him down.
Put the guns. Oh. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm joined with Curtis and Cody today, and we are going to be ranking the DC Animated Universe movies. Cody just watched them all for the first time recently, and Curtis finished watching them not too long ago as well, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen them a million times. So we're going to rank them today. We all have different lists, and we don't know what our lists are. So without further ado, let's get into the bottom spot, the worst of the worst.
Can I put a disclaimer?
Yeah.
I have not seen Justice League Dark.
That's right.
Because I wasn't able to. It's not on HBO anymore.
And
Max, sorry.
I just remembered. We didn't include Constantine House of Mystery either for 2 reasons. 1, Curtis and I forgot it. And 2, it's a short. It's a short. It's not even a full movie anyway. So, Cody, let's start with you. What's the bottom of your list?
Son of Batman.
Son of Batman, why?
Honestly, because my list was ranked as like movies I remembered and like how memorable they are to me. I honestly forget what happens in Son of Batman.
It's kind of how mine was.
I looked at it and I was like, what was in this movie?
That's interesting. Okay.
I don't remember it very well.
Curtis, what's your...
Bottom 2. So my last one was Batman Hush.
Okay.
It had a horrible ending. Should have been
Your last.
Thomas Elliot. Why change it now? Anyways, and then second to last is Bad Blood. I'm not a fan. It's one of the least I remember, and like Cody said, he's doing it based on what he remembers the most, and if it's not memorable, it's not a good movie.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So my number 16 is Teen Titans: The Judas Contract. I don't like it. I think it's boring. I think Damien's fun in it. I like I like the characters. Like, I like the Teen Titans, but I think Justice League versus Teen Titans was a way better showing of the team. Tara is like exponentially more annoying in this than she is in any other iteration I've ever seen her in. And also, did we really need the weird pervy relationship between 60-year-old Slade with whatever 18-year-old, or hopefully she's 18 at least, Tara? I don't agree. I don't think so. I mean, Slade's always cool when he's in the show, and I love... We definitely needed it. Hey, yo, what the... FBI, open up! I love the scene where Damien is like a prisoner for Slade, and Slade's just kind of, they're having like banter back and forth. I do like that a lot. So that's my least favorite of them all. And my second least favorite, and I said this to these guys before we started, but my bottom 3, I was kind of in between, like moving them around. So right above that though is Batman Hush. So it lines up with you. I'm going to be honest, and I know a lot of people in the comments might hate me for this because I know a lot of people love the Batman movie, and I like the Batman movie too, but I'm kind of sick of this Batman-Catwoman relationship. Like, fair enough if you aren't, but I am. I've seen it far too many times, and it is beaten over your head in Batman Hush so much that, I mean, it's done all right, but it's just too many times. And I did like that we got like some of the Batman villains in it that we hadn't gotten yet, but overall... And I love the Damien joke where he says, make sure to use protection. That's funny too. But to be honest, it's all right. But those are my bottom 2. What's your second?
My next 2?
Yeah, or just one. Because we're caught up now.
Bad Blood is my
That's
third
what Curtis
bottom.
Okay. So that lines up with you 2.
Because I kind of, once again, kind of forget what it's about. I know it introduced the Batwoman, but that's like all I remember.
And Batwing, right?
And Batwing, yeah. Luke Fox.
I mean, I know he got captured, right? Like, Batman got captured in that one,
yes.
I think.
Yep, Batman's captured by Talia, brainwashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it's kind of, I don't know.
Mine was Batman vs. Robin.
What?
Yeah. Not a fan. I remember watching it, and it was fine. But they all get better from here. So, I think it's just okay.
Yeah, I really like that one. That's interesting. Okay. Well, my third is Reign of the Supermen. I've hated this one since it started. I mean, since I've watched it again, it's a bit better. I feel like Death of Superman teed everything up so perfectly, and then Reign of the Supermen just missed. First of all, my biggest complaint with Reign of the Supermen, if you don't want the Justice League in the story because you want Superman to save the day, fine. But then why do you have them? But write them out a better way than just they all run together when a portal's dropping and then just swallows them, and they all look up and they're like, huh, and then they just get taken. The Flash, a Wonder Woman, they could have gotten everyone out of there in 2 seconds. So I hate that. That's kind of dumb.
Funny story.
Okay.
I messed up.
Oh, you forgot about that one?
Yeah, that's below Batman vs Robin. It's literally on the list. I just skipped it.
Oh.
So that's what I meant, guys. Reign of Superman.
So Reign of the Superman's your third?
Yeah, for the
From the
same
bottom?
reasons. For the same reasons.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it just didn't live up to the previous Superman movie.
Agreed.
That's my fourth. Is Reign of Superman.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's
So
just-
that line.
So we all kind of agreed on that. Sorry if you like Reign of the Superman, but
Yeah, my bad, guys.
not a...
I mean, it's not really bad, but I just
No,
feel
it
like
is.
there's better.
Yeah,
Like-
agreed.
Like I don't know. For me, none of the movies were bad though. Like they're all good movies. It's just some of them are significantly more watchable and enjoyable than that one.
Let's see. Well, Curtis, you already did your fourth
Yeah.
from the bottom.
Sorry, guys.
So at number 13 for me is Constantine City of Demons. I think it's just kind of mid. I think it's just kind of mid. I mean, not much what happens in it. Basically, we get a backstory on
tell you what happens
Constantine,
in
and he was apparently a part of a rock band. Then the kid gets taken to hell, and he's like scorned by that or whatever. I mean, I like the journey he goes on to save the girl, and like the little girl, Kaz's girl, and then the ending is kind of cool where he makes Kaz forget who he is. Like that's kind of, I guess, cool. But it has, I don't know. It was all right. I feel like it was just all right. Like I like pretty much from this movie onward. I liked them all. The bottom three are the ones I kind of like. Take or leave.
Well, my fifth is
Yeah.
Throne of Atlantis.
Okay.
Do you like Aquaman as a character?
He's not bad. I really hated the sideburns.
Sure.
And I'm sure
yeah.
it's probably his backstory, but I've never seen him where he's like, "Oh, my life sucks," and then goes, "Oh, I'm actually a king," or not like a prince or whatever. But so like a classic trope too, where it's like, "Hey, you're just some random guy, but we need you now," and then he was like, "Oh, okay, I guess," and then just
Sure.
goes for it, and then becomes like the king of Atlantis in like 2 hours. Like,
Sure. Yeah, the
don't know.
movie is it moves so fast.
You haven't seen Jason Momoa's Aquaman, have you?
I have.
You have?
It's been a
Oh.
while, but
It's pretty much.
It's pretty much the
Same
same
thing.
thing.
Oh, I couldn't tell you what happened. I forget.
Wonder Woman Bloodlines is my.
Okay,
number
yeah,
5.
sure.
Wonder Woman as a character, I know Cody agrees with me on this, is just kind of lower for me.
What do you mean by that?
Sexist.
It's not sexist,
I'm
because
just
I like
kidding.
other women superheroes.
Name
Oh
one.
yeah, name one.
Hawk Girl.
You like Hawk Girl over Wonder Woman?
Yeah,
What?
I stand for that.
Crazy.
Spider Gwen.
Okay, let's not. This is a DC video. We can do Marvel later. All right. Anyways, fine, sure. Wonder Woman Bloodlines. Is there any reason other than
No, I mean they're all good from here. That's the hard part. So it's like,
what was wrong with Wonder Woman? What did you not like about Wonder Woman Bloodlines?
I don't know. Nothing really much. Like I said, they're all good from here. So I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what else to say because it's like I don't get why she cut out her eyes.
So she wouldn't
What?
get killed by
Like
Medusa.
I get that,
Yeah.
but it's like, isn't this supposed to be early on in her story?
No.
That's towards the end.
Yeah, the movie starts with like a flashback to her when she was like on the island.
Okay.
That everything with Medusa and stuff, that's like present day in the time.
And then how does she move on?
What?
She gets her eyesight fixed at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah.
The healing purple
You're
ray
right.
thing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just don't remember the movie very well. Maybe that's why I put it so low.
Isn't that the joke in the movie? They're like, he's like, "What's this called? The purple healing ray?" And they're like, "Yeah." He's like, "What?"
Okay,
Oh.
that's the reason why I don't like it then. Because that is stupid.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's stupid.
They're always coming up with these weird names for things like, "Oh, this is the blah blah blah," but they're like, "No, it's just the purple healing ray because
Yeah.
it's purple and it heals."
Because
And it's a ray.
Something that's a ray can just heal your eyesight.
Yeah, hilarious. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay. Mine's also Wonder Woman Bloodlines. So
He just roasted me for having it this low, and now he's.
I didn't know it was there on my list. But
Oh, my bad, guys. I'm
No,
the
but
sexist
hold
one.
on.
My bad.
No. Look,
True.
it's the same deal as Constantine City.
Mine's like 2 above it.
Cody puts it so high.
It's the same deal for me as Constantine City of Demons, and it's like a middle of the road movie. But the reason I put Wonder Woman Bloodlines above City of Demons is I never really knew that many Wonder Woman villains. I knew Cheetah and Ares, and that was pretty much it. this movie expanded my knowledge on like a ton of Wonder Woman villains with like Silver Swan, and I guess I knew Medusa, but like I don't know. So number 11 for me is Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. I have two reasons. I have a couple. Well, two main reasons for this. One, I think there's two Suicide Squad animated films, right? Assault and Arkham's the other one. And
It
I think
is the
that
worst
one
of the two.
is so much better on like every level. This one felt like a road trip with the Suicide Squad. They're kind of just traveling in an RV most of the movie, it feels like. They go to like a male strip club where they find Dr. Fate and some other stuff. I think the coolest thing about the movie is its direct connection to Flashpoint Paradox. That's pretty cool, with Reverse Flash trying to slow down him dying from the bullet that was shot through his head.
Yeah, that's why I have it a lot higher than.
I do like that, but overall, I think and I like the whole that get out of hell
Free card.
free pass.
Yeah.
And then I love how it ends with Deadshot giving it to Bronze Tiger and then giving it to Amanda Waller, thinking it's safe, but it's not. Like, I love that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I think it's an okay movie. But I think every other movie above it, I would prefer to watch.
Amanda Waller got pranked.
She did. She got pranked.
So I guess I'm going since we're going this
Sure,
way
yeah,
now.
go ahead.
Okay. Son of Batman is next.
What? Oh,
I'm sorry.
why?
Batman's kind of decreased for me.
Why?
He's not even my third favorite superhero in DC anymore.
He's not?
No.
How?
Green Lantern's risen. He's risen. He's risen pretty far.
Okay.
Superman's number one.
What?
I've liked all his movies now.
Oh,
most of them.
shoot. No, that's...
A lot of them.
Cap.
A lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them.
So why is it at number 11?
I don't know. It's just not as good as the others. And that's what I'm going to keep saying until we get to the top. Which is hard because it's like, why did I put this one below the rest? I don't know. I'm not a fan of Damien. Never have been. No.
And then Cody, what's at number 11 for you?
This is Hush. Batman Hush.
Oh, okay.
You have that really high.
Yeah, why?
I mean, I feel like for me, it was better than the other ones. I don't know.
You have it above
No,
Son of Batman.
I mean, like I told you, I watched it. I don't even remember what happens in Son of Batman, so like that's why I put it so low.
And you just watched Batman Hush not too long ago.
So
I
did you
watched
like?
all of these.
Did you like the Riddler being?
I mean, I didn't know Tom or whatever his name is.
Thomas Elliott.
Yeah.
Thomas Elliott was even supposed to be Hush because I've never seen that before.
Sure.
So I
You
wasn't
did text
like,
me midway through the movie saying,
yeah,
This
because
is who it
that's
is.
how I thought it would be, and I guess I was right on who it's technically supposed to be, but
Mhm.
I've never seen Hush before this movie, so I never knew that was a thing.
Sure.
To me, this was like experiencing it for the first time of like, this is just how it was, rather than like knowing it was different.
yeah.
So
Because I
it's
texted
like-
you and you were like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
And just overall, it was a good movie. I liked whenever Poison Ivy would say something and they tried to get the F word in there, but then like wouldn't let it happen. That was always funny. It happened like 3 times.
They did. Do
They
that.
tried.
We
going with Cody
We can
again?
start with Cody. Yeah. What's your number 10? He's trying to switch one.
Oh.
Oh shoot!
I'm switching to them
Switched it
because
midway
these are
through.
kinda- well, I haven't said them yet.
Okay.
Okay, I just switched it, but my new number 10 is Wonder Woman Bloodlines for
Okay.
kind of the same reasons. I mean, I thought it was good. I've never liked Wonder Woman as a character that much personally, but I just think this kind of helped me enjoy her character a little bit more and like things about her. She kind of gives me I don't like Superman very much either because I think they're just like very typical, like I'm super strong for some reason that no one knows.
Yeah, Curtis. what's up?
Aquaman, Throne of Atlantis.
As it should.
At number 10.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
Top 10.
Not as good as the live action one. And I didn't even like the live action one until I rewatched it. But that's how I am with a lot of movies. I don't like a lot of movies until I rewatch it. Unless it's like perfect. But yeah, no, I just rewatched Aquaman the movie recently. And I liked it a lot. And then this movie's pretty much the same thing.
I do love the action sequences in Throne of Atlantis though. When they're like on this little island bit in the middle of the ocean, the Justice League show up and the trench are there, like all those creatures, and they're like fighting them all. That stuff was pretty cool. The Queen is stupid
Yep.
because she's like, blah, 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 like yelling at her son, and then she's swimming past him. It's like, you really don't think he's gonna just stab you in the back right now?
That was
And then
really
he
dumb.
does, and it's like, duh.
Yeah.
You're dumb for that. You should have known.
Yeah, that was
If
stupid.
you knew your son was being evil like he's been, you should have known he would
You
do
watched
that.
your back.
She thought, no, my son won't kill me. Oh, okay, never mind. And then I love how she floats to the top like
Yeah.
a fish.
Belly up.
It's kind of funny, but no, I mean, yeah, I like Throne of Atlantis, but you'll see it later on my list. My number 10 is Batman Bad Blood.
Okay. That's really high.
But the reason,
Okay.
I am a huge Batman fan for anybody who doesn't know. Most people do, if you've been on my channel before. But I do like that they do the thing where Nightwing becomes Batman for a little while. Damian comes back, which is cool. Batwoman's fine, and Batwing's alright. But I love the ninjas. That's sick. I like some of the action. They have a lot of cool villains in it. Mad Hatter, Firefly, etc. My biggest complaint that I have with Batman Bad Blood is Talia's all of a sudden just 180'd her whole view. She leaves at the end of Son of Batman being like, be with your father, Damian. Yeah. You can learn a lot from him. And then comes back and is like, evil all of a sudden. It's like, what?
She get thrown in the Lazarus?
Like, what did she do? Like, what happened off screen? What did we... That was a loud pop.
Yeah, that was very loud.
That was my ankle.
What happened off screen that we didn't see? Like, I know I'm not the only one.
Lazarus,
who's
maybe?
seen this movie. That's like... She didn't... Did she die?
No.
Nevertheless, that's my biggest complaint with the movie is it makes no sense why Talia is just evil all of a sudden. I feel like there's literally moments in the movie where Damian's like, why are you doing this, mother? And she has no good reason. She's just like,
I just am.
because. It's like, what?
Well, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Because why not? I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of dumb a little bit. And then she also has that adult clone of Damian for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some dumb stuff in the movie.
What's she doing with the adult clone, huh?
Yeah. Okay, it's her son. It's her son, Curtis. That's sick.
I'm sorry.
Sick in the head. Anyways.
Keep going.
Anyways, I don't know. The movie's just, it's mid. Number 9 for me is Throne of Atlantis. Yes, same reasons as you. It's not as good as the live action movie.
Yeah, you've explained yourself about that one already. When it was my turn, you explained it.
All right, well. All right, but yeah, it's just middle. So.
Okay, next one for me is Teen Titans Judas Contract. It was fine. It was a great movie up till the fact that Deathstroke and Terra.
Oh, the one thing I want to add, I do love the part where when Deathstroke's capturing all the Titans, how he captures Beast Boy. Like, Blue Beetle, there's something under his chair that shocks him, sure, right? Starfire gets attacked in her apartment.
Right.
Nightwing does too. But Beast Boy, he goes to that radio show and he sees a button and it says, do not push. And he goes, I want to push it. And then he pushes the button and gets shot with a tranq dart. That's hilarious.
So
That's so funny.
Yeah, there's that. And isn't this the movie, now correct me if I'm wrong, is this the one where Nightwing and Starfire say some things that...
At the beginning of the movie, he's like, all right, Starfire, let's show him some moves.
The move that we learned last week.
In front of the whole team, are you sure?
Yeah.
And he's just like, not that move.
No, this isn't the one where she's like, he's very fast at... That's the other one. Okay.
The other one.
Got it.
Wait.
Got it.
No.
That is this one?
I think it is.
Okay,
all the
perfect.
sex jokes are in this one.
Yeah, no, that raised
Yes.
that raised this one a lot.
Corey. That's
Yeah,
funny.
that raised this one a lot.
Okay, so this is where, in my point in the list, I like the movies. Like, I like these movies, but I just can't really, like... I have to order them somehow, but...
These are the ones she's
Sure.
been ordering for the past, 10
these
minutes.
are the ones that I like. I think
I
are
gotcha.
good movies, in themselves. But it's Batman versus Robin, which I like because the Court of Owls and all that, and so I just think it's really well set up. I mean, when Batman was dating that girl, I think her name was Susan or something.
Yeah, something like
But
that.
like, I knew she was evil, you
Yeah.
know. Like,
Yes.
I was.
Well, yeah.
And then I think it turned out Batman knew, so it was like weird. They were like double crossing each other. But I will say though,
Yeah.
I think calling it Batman versus Robin doesn't make a lot of sense because they did fight.
But it's like,
But it happened in like less than 3 minutes.
Yep.
And then they argued throughout it and all that stuff. And I know it was kind of the point of Damien becoming a Court of Owls member, but
sure.
it never really happened. Like, you could tell he wasn't gonna do it.
Right.
So it's just, I don't know. The title doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Damien did kind of
I mean, he
step over the
considered
line.
it, but
He took off his mask. He revealed his identity to the court.
I mean, he kind of had to though.
Yeah, true. Oh, but the part you were mentioning, I love that part where Batman, he grapples and he's like about to swing off and then his line gets cut and it's
Yeah.
like, oh shoot, it's about to go down.
Yeah, that was
and
good.
then I love how Batman's just elbowing Damien in the face. I love just seeing the little kid here fighting this adult 6-foot man. They're just fighting each other. Bro, that's so funny. I also, the finale of that movie taking place in the Batcave where they're all like storming the Batcave.
Yeah.
And Batman comes out in the Batbot and he slams the fists together and goes, "Get the hell out of my cave." Yeah. That's so fire. And then you got Alfred with the shotgun trying to take out as many as he can. I love that too. It's so good.
So my number 8 is the Constantine City of Demons movie.
You said that was your favorite when I talked to you.
No, I didn't.
I swear you did.
I never said it. You said Blake thought it was going to be my favorite.
Oh, yeah, right.
But
right.
it wasn't my favorite, I don't think.
But you like Constantine now as a character.
Yeah, he was a pretty good character. I had to warm up to him a little bit. I know Blake mentioned this earlier. I'm not a fan of the ending of him making his friend forget and all that. And I know, like, with his character, that's kind of the style of the movie in a sense of, like, the outcome's not going to be favorable to what you would really want. But it just kind of sucks because you're like, man, that really blows. I couldn't imagine having a kid and then having to forget the kid. I don't know. But, I mean, I like the characters. I think they did a really good job with that. And the demon guy, or whatever his name is.
The demon guy.
I forget. And then, like, how the city, how Los Angeles was, like, alive in that character was weird. Especially that sex scene. That was something else.
It's so weird.
I watched all these movies at my job. When that popped up, I'm like covering the screen because I'm like, this is.
Did you watch it on this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh, man.
It was on an iPad, like this big. It was like the iPad Mini. Okay. So, but it's still like just watching that. I'm just like, man, this is so unnecessary.
But it was good. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa!
It was something.
Goodness, come on now.
Anyways.
What am I on, 8?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Suicide Squad Hell to Pay.
Mm.
I really like this movie because it connects to the Flashpoint movie. I like all the characters, and the fact that Amanda Waller gets kind of screwed over is perfect. It makes sense for all the characters. But yeah, it's good. I really enjoyed it.
My number 8 is Justice League versus Teen Titans. Which it's funny because you guys haven't actually mentioned this one yet.
No, we haven't.
So yeah, it's my number 8. And I think my main reason is because it's kind of the same thing with what Cody said about Batman versus Robin. It barely happens. The Justice League and the Teen Titans fighting. It's like a 2-minute scene. But also, I don't get this. But why is it's meant to be the whole Justice League versus the whole Teen Titans, right?
4 of them.
We have the Teen Titans, sure, but Justice League wise, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Flash, I think are the only ones in the movie.
Flash.
I think Cyborg's in there.
Oh yeah, Cyborg too, yeah.
But isn't he part of the? Does he switch to Teen Titans?
I think he's like they release him first, like of the like trance, and then he helps him defeat the rest.
But yeah, which is good because Cyborg
should be a part
for
of
me
Teen
is
Titans.
usually a Teen Titan. So to see him with the Teen Titans was actually kind of cool. My favorite part of the movie though has to be Damian just kind of being around other people his age. I think it's so funny because he's so awkward.
And this starts his relationship with
Raven, which I love that relationship. I'm not usually someone who cares that much about a relationship in a movie or show, but I love Damian and Raven together. My favorite scene's got to be the Crazy Boy scene.
Yeah.
Where Beast Boy is like dancing on the thing at the carnival, and Damian's like, I could beat him.
Dance
and,
Dance
like,
Revolution.
And he goes up and they dance battle each other. Love that. And then I also love the bit where they're all like, Titans go, and they all like suit up to fight, and then Damian's at the car trying to get his equipment out of the car. I love that. Yeah, I do really love this movie. My number 7 is Batman versus Robin. We pretty much covered
everything
about that movie. So it's a good movie. But Curtis?
All right, my next one is Justice League versus Teen Titans.
Oh,
so that lined up really well.
All right.
Pretty much for all the same reasons. I like the Raven setup with Damian, and that really pays off later in a movie that's up higher on my list.
So my number 7 is the Judas Contract. Interesting. I mean, for
that's
me,
really high.
I just like the Teen Titans. When it came to DC, I grew up more on the Teen Titans, so like they're more of a soft spot for me in terms of like me being forgiving of like their losses, I guess. But I mean, I think this joke, the jokes were good. Like, I mean, it was overall a pretty solid movie. The relationship was weird, but
yeah.
I mean, I think that was kind of the point too. Was in a sense it was supposed to be weird because of the fact they were bad characters.
That's not good either.
So it's like you watch this and you're like, that's not right. Okay, my number 6 is Death of Superman.
Okay.
It's
you don't like Superman, you said.
This
was your first movie that introduced you really into Superman fully.
I kind of actually.
No, because he started with this one.
Yeah, I watched them out of
He
order.
watched them out of order.
And I watched this one because it sounded interesting.
Okay.
I think I ranked this one so high just because one of my biggest gripes with Superman is because of how strong he is, and then it's interesting to put him against a character that can actually beat him. It's just a good movie. I think Doomsday was a very good character to showcase too. They did it very well.
Because you haven't seen Batman v Superman, right?
No, not the live action.
Okay.
I haven't watched like any live action DC.
They pretty much did the same thing in that, just nowhere near as good.
Constantine City of Demons.
For number 7.
I've gained a lot of respect for Constantine throughout these movies. It really feels like he takes the main character after his movies start. Yeah, he just takes over, and I really grown to like him as a character.
Number 5 for me is
Six.
is Justice League.
Son of a...
Sorry. It's Justice League Dark. 6 is Justice League Dark for me. I went back and forth with my number 5, which we'll get to in a minute, on which one should be 6 and which one should be 5. I love Justice League Dark. It's gotten better for me every time I've watched it.
Yeah.
I love that Batman's just there the whole time, just like, I don't understand any of this magic stuff, but let's
Yeah, I don't know why Batman's there.
Batman's there to
He's just
sell
there.
to sell the movie.
Yeah,
why
that's
he's there.
crazy.
I-
You haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, I mean, Cody didn't get to see this one because they took it off Max, which dumb. No, but it's a good movie, and I don't want to get too far into it just because I don't want to spoil too much of it. Constantine and Zatanna are a cool duo that I think this is the first time I ever saw them as a duo
Yes.
in anything.
It was
So
perfect.
I like it. Yeah, no, it's a good movie. I like it. Right, number 5 is Son of Batman.
That's really high.
Yeah, I really love it. Every time I watch it, I love it more and more. I love the annoying Damian, because this is like the first time we meet him. It's the first time I was ever introduced to the character, and he's just a jerk. Like, he's so, like, in the later movies, he's a jerk, but he's not as much. He has redeemable qualities. In this movie, he's got like nothing redeemable about him. He's just annoying. But the fight scene between him and Deathstroke at the end, oh my gosh, it's so good. He gets like slammed into the wall with both swords through his shoulders, and then he like breaks the handles off and slides off. I don't know, it's sick. They just take it so far. I love the bit where Slade tries to stab him and he jumps up and runs up the blade and kicks him. Like, oh, the action in this
Doesn't
movie,
make any sense, but sure.
it's cool. He's
cool.
light.
Neither does
Deathstroke
Superman.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. I don't know. Anyways, no, I love Son of Batman. I think it's a great movie, and that's why it's my number 5. It's my number 5, yeah. I also love the stuff between Damian and Dick.
My next one is Justice League Dark.
Oh.
This introduced me to all these magic characters. I've always liked Dr. Fate, and then
He's not in it.
I know he's not.
Oh, okay.
But
I was like,
as a
what?
magic character, he is a magic character, and he was the magic character I knew. But
No, you knew
to see other what?
You knew Zatanna.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
I don't know. Just coming into this movie not expecting anything good and then coming out loving the movie is good. That's a good sign. So, I don't know. It was the first time I really saw Constantine on screen. And now I've seen him in a lot more. Same with Etrigan. Same with Dead Man. Dead Man, I didn't think I'd like Dead Man because I was like, okay, he's just kind of boring. I'm not going to lie to you. And then,
He's dead.
and then he was perfect. And then he was perfect. And then Zatanna and Constantine was perfect too.
My number 5 is Justice League War.
Okay.
I mean, it's good to me.
Mhm.
It was a good introduction to all the characters, and I really like Shazam in the movie. And
Fair.
any movie that Shazam's included, I think they use him, and he's very good with the comedic relief aspect. But Shazam's always just been a lovable character to me. But I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. It's a good overall movie. And I don't know, I get to my number 4 after this. It'll kind of segue into it, but I don't understand how they beat Darkseid so easily in this one. And then this is my number 4. How you have Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, and then like he literally kills everybody.
He's just beast mode in this movie.
But-
Well, he gets smarter though. He comes back bigger.
And I know it's like a 10-year difference, like in the time frames,
pretty-
because of how it actually when they were made, but also just that. I mean, I think Justice League Dark Apocalypse War was
when you
very
take out the
good movie.
Kryptonian in Dark Apocalypse 4 pretty early.
Yeah, they did that.
Kind of.
But my favorite, like, to me, this was the most comedic thing to me in the entire movie. I don't know why, but it was just so random when it happened, when they first showed King Shark.
Oh.
And he just goes, King Shark is a shark. I just think it was funny because it was kind of like in like a sad scene in a way. It wasn't like sad, but like
King
it's just
Shark
the
is a
way it
shark.
happened. And then he was just like, "It's okay, King Shark is a shark," and it was just so funny to me when they did it. It was interesting because like watching a lot of people die.
Yeah, they
Like,
just did not care.
never, you know,
No.
you never go into these movies thinking that. Like you never really, because the hero always wins. So it's like it was a very good change of pace in that aspect where you're just watching him die and you're like, I love that character. No, like you would just watch him get murked.
Yeah,
And like
completely
they were
trashed.
pretty brutal about it too.
Oh
like,
my
people getting
gosh.
split in half and
Yeah.
like
One
they
was blown
Well,
they
but
did not
most
hold
of
back.
those characters come back later, but they're cyborgs now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
And it's like, that's even worse than just death.
Yeah, I'd rather her just die.
Oh my.
I probably would have put it higher, but I don't. I get the ending, but it kind of just sucks to me where it's like, oh, Flash, go create a new universe and we'll all just die, I guess. But once again, I get not everything's gonna be a happy ending. It's not gonna be what you want, and that's where I think it
It's not like
does
Marvel.
excel in that aspect too.
These final four were very tough for me to decide between.
Okay.
But I had Justice League War at 4th.
Okay.
And this is the movie that really made me like Green Lantern.
Yes, agreed.
Green Lantern's got this.
Green Lantern's got this.
I love that scene so much.
It's so good.
Or the first part where they meet Green Lantern with Batman and Green Lantern, and he's like, wait, you're real? And then you don't have powers. And then, you know, he takes his ring and he's like, you won't do that again.
He's
Unless I
like-
want to. But no, it's a good movie. I like it. It's a good opening.
I really like Justice League War.
It's a good opening to a series. Even though it's technically not.
Speaking of, my
Oh,
number
okay,
4
okay.
is Justice League War as well. Yeah, I mean, the only things that we haven't said yet about it that I wanted to say, I do think Darkseid's a little weird in this movie.
He's a little underpowered.
Well, he's also like, his voice is like all grumbly and stuff instead of
Oh, right.
later
yeah.
movies where he talks more normally, which is usual. He talks more normally. So it's kind of weird. I don't know.
More normally, you know?
I don't love the take on Wonder Woman. It's a little bit of a weird take.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do love the ice cream is the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
I do love that. Like, that's kind of funny. And also it's only like an hour and 20 minutes, and I think it does a really good job at like giving us mini origin stories for
Of
every
each
single
character.
character, and then bringing them all together. And I love how you have like the partnerships of like Shazam and Cyborg, Green Lantern and Batman. I love when Batman and Green Lantern take on Superman. That's hilarious. When he's like, Green Lantern's got this, and he goes in.
That's not
and
Superman.
You just,
That's Darkseid.
oh, it is. And then the two parademons come over and start punching him on the ground.
I love that clip.
That is too funny.
That's such a Hal Jordan moment, though.
I love that. I've never seen that though. He's not like that usually.
He should be like that.
He's usually more intelligent. Green Lantern is the GOAT in this movie. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for Justice League War.
Then what's your number 3?
Yeah, so my number 3, top 3 now. My number 3 is Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Yep.
Okay.
So
Sure.
I love everything we've already said about it, but I love Damien's whole thing with Raven. I think that's done amazingly in this movie. It does, like, I don't get teary-eyed or emotional at movies, and only one movie in this whole list has ever made me a little bit like that. But
Don't say it's this movie.
this one did a little bit when Damien dies.
You said that the one
Before
that made you
Raven-
teary-eyed was Death of Superman.
We'll get there. We'll get
Okay,
there.
okay,
But
okay.
this one did, on my most recent rewatch of it, when Damien sacrifices himself for Batman, his father, and Batman's like holding him in his arms and
No,
he's
that was
like
good.
dying. That actually made me kind of sad because we followed Damien throughout all of these movies, and now he's to the point where he's so 180 from where he was that he sacrificed himself to save his father.
Yep.
It's just such a heartfelt scene. I love that scene. I love Constantine in this movie. I love how he just kind of dips from the battle.
That's perfect.
Because it's so believable that he would do that.
Yeah.
But you don't even question it. You're like,
And then you realize it was a
yeah,
spell.
he'd probably do that. And then Zatanna did it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of dark because she died like fully.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And Nightwing died, but Damien brought him back. And I love that too. Damien has built up such a brotherly relationship with Nightwing that he brought him back any way he could, even though he knew it probably wouldn't work. He tried everything he could to bring him back. I love that. I love Damien in this movie. I'm going to be honest. Damien's probably the GOAT in this whole movie.
It's his best movie.
Yeah, 100%. And Constantine too. I love Constantine in this movie.
Number 3 for me
Yeah.
was Death of Superman,
Oh.
which really got me to like Superman a lot.
Same.
This was my first time I ever saw him die on screen other than Justice League 2016.
He didn't die.
Okay, well, you're made to believe.
He died temporarily.
Yeah, this was the first love story that I actually liked. Every first time I liked Lois Lane. And his love story and his love being so strong that he's willing to sacrifice everything with his last breath. And the fact that Lois was willing to sacrifice herself to distract Doomsday was crazy.
And they course corrected.
Yes.
Because in the early movies, you have Superman and Wonder Woman dating.
Yep.
Which is fine.
They
I
had some of
guess.
that.
And in an hour and 15 minutes,
They
I feel
did
like
a
they
really
do
good job.
amazing getting you to care about Superman and Lois's relationship with each other, even though this is the first movie
time
we've
we've
seen
seen
them
it.
together.
Yeah.
Because before it was him and Wonder Woman.
Yep.
So
So I think it was perfect. Yeah.
I really like it.
These last three I consider perfect movies.
Yep. Oh, but I'll get to that one in a minute.
Okay.
Who's next?
It's Cody's turn.
Okay.
Third place. This is the one he had to look up, by the way, guys.
Well, I kind of forget what happens, but
Oh.
He saw this one
but
the
it's,
earliest.
But it's third.
He saw this one the earliest. This is the one he watched like almost a year ago.
yeah, I haven't seen either of these in a year
because he skipped them on his rewatch.
Well, just because
okay.
these are once again the people I like. It's
Sure.
Justice League versus Teen Titans for 3.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't really have a lot to say. I mean, other than what's been said,
yeah.
I really like the Teen Titans as characters, so I think it boosts their spot for me. Where I watch it and I'm like, I love watching these characters do what they do. Okay, so this one's probably controversial as well, but
I don't think it is.
my number 2 is Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay.
Okay.
It's kind of the same reason as my third. I mean, I remember this time, but I really like the characters, and like as a movie, I just enjoyed every second. You know, there's always something new happening. I enjoyed watching
Deadshot?
Deadshot. I enjoyed his
This is your first time seeing Deadshot, isn't it?
like in a full sense like this.
Because you
I-
didn't go see Suicide Squad, the
No,
original.
I haven't seen it.
Okay,
Oh,
see?
okay.
But I really enjoy watching him because
Mhm.
I think his story with his daughter and you
No.
watch like Harley and like stuff like that and you just know they're villains, like
Right,
she's
yeah.
not gonna change, but like
So you
him,
think he's
he
more
just,
like a...
he wanted out, like you can tell he doesn't care
Sure.
about that. All he wants is to be with his daughter. And I enjoyed, as was mentioned, how in the end he backstabbed Waller.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean I didn't like Waller in this movie. Watching her, I'm just like, man, you kind of suck.
Curtis, what's your number 2?
Flashpoint Paradox.
Oh,
First person to say this.
I don't know what your number 1 is, so
You should.
I forgot.
Okay. Well, Flashpoint Paradox is my number 2. It got me to like Flash. So seeing this and liking it got me to read the comic book. There's not many comic books I own, and that is one of them. And it's spot on, but...
Yeah. Well, my number 2 is also Flashpoint.
Okay.
So I guess kind of piggybacking off of you. This is an amazing movie. It just is. It's really goated. And it honestly makes me question how a big budget movie like The Flash
Oh my gosh. I knew
could
this
take
was
that
coming.
concept
I knew it was
and
coming.
just fail in every single way.
I knew this was coming.
It's true. If you watch this movie and you watch the Flash movie that just came out and you know that they're doing the same storyline, bro,
But they're not. But they are or they aren't.
they are. It's Flashpoint.
They took it a different route, though.
Why would you?
I don't know.
That thing is beloved and perfect. Let's not do it. Let's do something else that people probably won't like.
Yeah.
But let's do it anyway. Like, no. So this movie's goated. I mean, you kind of said some cool stuff. Aquaman versus Wonder Woman.
Thomas
is
Wayne.
so cool.
Thomas Wayne is perfect
Thomas
for
Wayne.
this, where he's just like, you're crazy, but I'm going to electrocute you anyways.
Yep. Aquaman cheated on his wife Mara with Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Then Mara finds out and does what she should do, and that's Wonder Woman. What the heck? You cheated on I'm gonna get revenge. And then Wonder Woman's like, well, I'm better than you. Kills her, takes her crown and wears it as
Yeah.
a trophy. And then of course Aquaman's gonna be like, excuse me? And then war. Atlantis versus Themyscira. That's awesome.
Yeah, but why's Aquaman mad though? He cheated. he kind of had something like this coming.
But it's a disrespect thing. He
Yeah,
killed
but-
his wife. She killed his wife and decided to wear her crown as a trophy. That's disrespect.
Well, he
And
caused
to
it
the-
anyways.
And
You just shouldn't have cheated, bro.
Mara's the queen of Atlantis, right? So her people, whether they know Aquaman cheated or not, because he probably left that part out, he was probably like, she killed our queen. We must get revenge. And everybody's like, we loved our queen. Let's go. And then there you go. And then I don't know how Wonder Woman got her people on board. I guess she was just like,
She just doesn't care.
sisters, I I need your
I
help.
need your backup.
Wait, isn't that the Queen of Atlantis' crown? No. Let's go.
They caused war on us.
Yeah, Wonder Woman, I don't know what that's about.
This is one of two things I don't like Wonder Woman in, even more than normal, and it's this and Injustice.
Yeah, no, Injustice is she's horrible in that. But no, Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, so good. Yeah, my number one's Death of Superman. This is the only other movie in this whole list that made me tear up. I love the scene where as soon as Doomsday's killing, like he wraps the cape around Superman's neck and starts like
Slamming his head
choking
into
him
the
out,
ground, yeah.
and then he gets hit by a little rock, and he turns, and Lois is standing there with a rock in her hand, and tears coming down her face. And, I just love that. It's set so well. Like, I like the inclusion of the Justice League. I think it's fitting. They get bodied, but
They do
fair.
get bodied.
I will say, one thing I don't like about this movie, it's my only gripe. Where'd Shazam go? Where'd he go?
He's disappeared.
He's just gone. After, what is it? Throne of Atlantis? Yeah. After the second movie,
He's gone.
Teen Titans, he's not in that one. He's not in this one. He's not even in the meeting. You know that meeting that they have at the beginning of Justice League Dark?
Yep.
In Death of Superman, this is the biggest threat. They're like, oh, we need everyone. Except Shazam.
Billy's
apparently.
busy. He has
You're
school.
telling me Shazam couldn't have come in, grabbed Doomsday, and been like, Shazam! And then get strike him and
crushed.
stuff?
And then gets crushed
Shazam's
by...
super strength. Like, I don't get
Billy.
that. Why is he not there? So that annoys me a little bit. But other than that tiny gripe, I thoroughly love this movie. It's my favorite out of all of them. That is my number one. Curtis, what's your number one?
I don't even need this. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you forgot, because that is the best movie. To me, it is the perfect round out to any franchise. It's what Infinity War and Endgame should have been.
That's interesting. Okay.
Well, Infinity War and Endgame did a lot for me, because it was great. Those are great movies. Top four, for sure. Dark Apocalypse War, in my opinion, just did it better. Constantine, perfect in this movie. Couldn't ask for a better Constantine. And then Raven and Robin, Damian, being perfect again in this. And my thing I told Cody when he was watching this, I'm like, I just love how they end it, how they started. Which is perfect. Flashpoint.
Yeah, I know.
Because then it's almost like a flip. You can just watch it again.
Yeah, it's kind of like you could just. It's literally.
It's a
like
rerun.
It's a book ending. It's kinda,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's
So I don't
fair.
know. That's why I like it. And I think when they said that, my heart started racing. I'm like, man, this is perfect.
Okay.
All right, and Cody, what's your number one?
My number one is Flashpoint Paradox.
Okay. Why?
I mean, kind of same things you've said. I think it was a very good introduction to the series. I think, you don't really get to see Flash as like a main character in a lot of stuff. Like, he's always been a side character, and I think giving him the focus, it allows him to like be more of a, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I like him as a character. I think he's very well done, but it's just never utilized as well as it could be.
That's the same with a lot of
He's
DC
a side.
characters.
Flash is a side. He's a side character in his own live-action TV show.
This one, it really put the focus on him, and I like that.
All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. That's our lists. But what's your guys' lists? Let us know in the comments below what your order would be for all these movies. I love ranking videos. I haven't done one in ages since my Gotham one. My Arrow one was the last one I did, which didn't do that amazingly. But Gotham is one of my top 5 highest viewed videos. So who knows? Maybe this one will go up as well. But let us know what you guys thought. Please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's a wrap. Woo!
I am on break. I'm gonna live like a king by doing my thing. Hey, I am on break. I'm gonna live life free. I'm gonna do it like me. Yeah. I am on break. No, this is not fake. I'm just chilling on break.